Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy. It's a blessing to be out here in nature, reaching out to you. And this evening, I really want to bring an important message to you concerning our diet and how we eat and why we eat the things that we do eat and how they affect us and how they will determine whether we continue living in poverty or if we would be willing to rearrange our minds and live in health, wealth, and wisdom, or live in prosperity. Okay, so with that being said, I want to speak about black people, veganism, and wealth. Now, before I go any deeper into veganism, I want to tell you that I will consider myself a vegan for a year and couple months now, and it was for health reason. And I have to be quite honest with you, I felt much better and my food is digesting even much better and I am even more stronger in the gym and I am my body is more in shape. You know, I am more muscular, I am more defined and everything. And there's a big hype on the internet concerning veganism and black people and the other races and all the documentaries and all the so-called doctors that is coming out and endorsing veganism. Yet I haven't heard much of any of them speaking about Dr. Sebi, the man who spoke about blood and starch and how it's affecting black people and how it's been compromising the DNA of black people by the way they were eating all the blood and all the starch. And so, one thing I would have noticed is that these people who are bringing these documentary and who are speaking about veganism, they always refer to their kind as they. They never really head on address the matter and say that through the greed of the Caucasian, that the animals have to suffer such death, or why so many people have to be sick, and why people have to depend so much on pharmaceuticals when their food supposed to be their medicine and their medicine supposed to be their food, as it has been taught by Hippocrates. And you know, every time I listen to Caucasians speak on things like veganism and all of the line and all of this deception that have been taking place in the world, they always say they, but they never come out straight and say who are they that they're speaking about. And there's a popular documentary, and I would have looked at it myself, called Outlings. And I realized when you look at it, it can really play on your emotions. When you see the way how animals have been slaughtered, and if you do not have discernment, and if you do not realize that nothing in this world actually dies, that is an expansion of life, you could go to a certain extreme Because, you see, they're mixing truth with certain things in it that can have you to go to one extreme. So you can move from one extreme to the next. So, while you're supposed to be eating certain food that will match your DNA and will help you to live in radiant health so that you'll be able to attract wealth, there are those who are deliberately carrying it to one extreme and calling themselves like animal rights activists with certain agenda. Because when you come to a higher state of consciousness, you will realize that nothing really dies. Because, for example, if you have a cat or a dog that you really, really love in this world and it dies, and then you die also and go over into the other world that's right here, but not interfere with this one right here, you will meet your cat that you've been love and your dog. That's why God is the God of the living, not the God of the dead. And the same energy that is in me, or the same life, is the same life-giving force or power or energy is in everything else. The animals have that same life in them. But we've been given mind and speech because we've been given dominion. So while I'm against the slaughtering and the way they go about it and the greed, all these things are clearly stated in the book of Genesis. From those of the negative mindset, which of the Cain lineage, who went into commercial farming and in industrialization. I think it's in Genesis 6. When I get home, I look at it, and I think I put something about that in my description. Where show you which lineage, and that lineage is just talking about what mindset that went into such. Okay? And one thing I really want to highlight is that based on my experience, melanated people real diet has always been a vegan diet. Why? Because we are the people of the sun, and we're supposed to live close to the sun, we're supposed to live close to the earth, and the chlorophyll in the plant is the closest thing to our blood. It's just one magnesium molecule away from our blood. And we have always been the ones who've been seeking to live the natural way, not the ones who've been hybriding things and using genetic engineering and GMO, genetically modified organism. So everything has its opposite. So they're the opposite of us. And because we are coming to more awareness and enlightenment, they're now taking the vegan food and put it on the supermarket shelf also, so they can have the monopoly. And that is why melanated people need to get themselves more in the tropics and eating more tropical food and getting more sunlight and drinking pure water and being more connected with nature. Also, I want to highlight, because I wouldn't get into everything with this video, I want to highlight how much the Caucasians are speaking about why should Christians become vegan. But they're not speaking about how they've been brainwashed to believe in a God outside of themselves, and how they were misled to eat the slave master's diet, and how they've been giving them Christmas to celebrate and giving them so much pig to eat, so much pork, so much harm. And they're not highlighting all the junk food and fast food joints that have been built in certain neighborhoods where melanated ones live in. I do not have to live in America, England, or Canada to know these things. Because we are living in a global village. Okay? Now, there's just one more thing I want to highlight. Now, when you do not eat the right food to match your DNA or your genetics, it will affect you psychologically. You will not be able to think the right way. You will not be able to think accurately. You will not be able to transcend, because your vibration will be limited. Your frequency will be limited. You will be in a controlled state of mind. You'll be messing up your whole pineal gland. And you will not be able to come into deeper depths and higher heights. So my brother, my sisters, if you want to come into wealth, you have to take care of your health. So remember, your health is your wealth. And with wealth, you need to have wisdom. So I think I got my message across to you. I want to say nothing is wrong with going on a vegan diet, but you have to well educate yourself. You have to make sure you are getting enough sunlight. You have to make sure you're drinking pure water. And for guarantee, you can take a B12 vitamin, vitamin B12. Make sure you eat enough fruit so you can get enough vitamin C. And make sure you get your omegas. Okay, and you can get it from flaxseed. Okay, so with that being said, my brother, my sister, I believe I got my message across to you. And let me say this: if you want to change your environment, if you want to change your state, you have to be also very careful of what you put in your mouth, because your body is the temple of the Almighty, because God is within you. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much. And as usual, I want to give you a sign of the eye. Matthew 6:22. He said, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And we are the people of the sun, the people of light. And we've been told to let our light so shine before men, that they may behold our wisdom and glorify the creative power of the Almighty that they would have seen in us. With that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.